down carrying more. How about a touchdown? He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here. And we are going home.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Travis here, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Hope everyone's having a fantastic night tonight, and the San Francisco Giants get an amazing, resilient victory. We bounce back from the tough loss yesterday. We get the big win, 7-1 over the Diamondbacks. Kevin Gausman was absolutely spectacular. He was incredible. He had command of his filthy splitter, and that was a pitch that over the last 4 to 5, 6 starts, he hadn't had great command of. So to see him go out there and just pitch amazing and have command of that filthy splitter, it was incredible. He goes 6 innings, allowing just 5 hits, 1 run allowed, struck out 8. Gausman was incredible. Welcome in, everybody, to the post-game show. And the Giants with a big, absolutely big innings when they scored. You had the 2 runs in the 6th. Donnie Barrels' big 2-run single. And then in the top of the 7th, the Giants would score 5 runs there in the top of the 7th. It was just incredible. Let me double check on that. It was, 4 runs. Yeah. I added a run there. 4 runs, just in an incredible rally. Welcome in SG 2021. Go Giants. This was an incredible win. Welcome in Linda Rocha to the post game. Gausman is back. He was incredible tonight. Just amazing to see. Welcome in Robert Rothberg to the post game. How is everyone doing tonight as the Giants big win? This felt amazing because the loss yesterday, that was frustrating. Very frustrating loss in yesterday's game. So I'm so happy right now to get this win tonight. And now we are in great position to win this series tomorrow in the finale. Rogers and McGee are fully rested. That is absolutely key. Dickerson put this game out of reach. His big 3-run blast, and Alex Dickerson is hot. He is back, and that is amazing to see. Dickerson, when he gets hot, he can carry a team on his back. So Alex Dickerson gets the grand slam in this series, and then now a big 3-run home run. He has been scolding the baseball. That it has been so much fun to watch what Alex Dickerson is doing, and just getting right best time right now as we are getting down to the final stretch of games here, the last 2 months of the season. This cannot be any. I'm so excited right now. This Giants season has been amazing, and it is only going to get more interesting and more fun coming up here. Welcome in Tyler Burbeck to the post-game show. How are you doing tonight? Let's go Giants with the big win. Player of the game taken Alex Dickerson. Love it. Spectacular pick. And absolutely amazing to see Alex Dickerson back swinging the bat very well right now, getting hot at the best time. And welcome back, Tommy LaStella. What a spectacular game. Big shout out to Tommy LaStella tonight. Had missed 3 months, so he had been gone for quite some time. And, we know how valuable he is. And, he can work counts for you. He can see a lot of pitches and just grinds a lot of at-bats. So you love to see Tommy LaStella. And he had a heck of a game today. It was incredible. He got on base 4 times. He had 2 walks and 2 big base hits, squared the ball up very well. So couldn't be happier to see Tommy LaStella back. He got the start tonight at third base. Let's win tomorrow and win this series. Let's do it. It's going to be a fun one tomorrow as we got Alex Wood going in the game tomorrow, going against Merrill Kelly. That's going to be a fun matchup to watch. Let's see. Also, Dodgers fans got ejected at Dodger Stadium for throwing stuff on the field today and fighting in the stands. Oh gosh. You just you just hate to hear those things happening. I know that series is obviously against the Astros. tempers are flaring, and there's a lot of emotion in that series. So definitely always got to be mindful to you gotta lead with class. You gotta lead, set an example. So it's unfortunate when you see fans that act the wrong kind of man. When you're going to sports games, it's a privilege to be able to go, and you got to be mindful. And so typical Dodgers fans have got to work on it. So there's going to be fans that do those kind of things, unfortunately. Great to see Kris Bryant with the pinch hit single. That was incredible. Kris Bryant, he got the day off today, so love to see him get in at bat, a pinch hit plate appearance, and squared up the baseball there. That was incredible. And I mean, I just could not be. I'm so excited to have Kris Bryant here. What an amazing pickup for us to get him, and he is fitting in very well with us, just as I predicted. And I'm sure all of us knew that once we made this trade to get Kris Bryant, he was going to fit in amazing with this Giants team and in this clubhouse. And that is what we have seen so far. And it's just been awesome. What a first week with the Giants it has been for Kris Bryant. Never seen any. We have incredible depth. Never seen anything like it with the Giants. It's amazing. The depth on this team. I mean, you're looking at the guys on our bench. Wilmer Flores, 14 home runs. You got Darren Ruff with 12 home runs. You got Lamont Wade Jr., who now is, getting everyday at bats. Him coming off the bench, he's got 12 or 13 home runs. It's incredible. The guys off our bench have double-digit home runs, and likely if they were on other teams, most definitely they would be getting everyday at-bats. And it is just a testimony to, the depth that this Giants team has been able to build behind the scenes. It's incredible. It's amazing. And you couldn't be happier right now. And we got a deep farm system. We are in one of the best positions ever because, we're going to have a lot of money to spend at the end of the year in free agency. So not only are we competing to win a World Series this year, but we are set up for the deep foreseeable future to be contending for World Series year after year. And it's going to be a really fun decade coming up. Definitely see us being able to win multiple World Series in this upcoming decade. We can do it. And first, we're starting with this year. This has been an incredible season. So let's keep the good times rolling. Your San Francisco Giants playing amazing baseball. 28 games above 500. I think the experts predicted us to win 72 games this year. And we just won our 68th game of the season. Take that, experts. What I do not know what kind of numbers that they were crunched together. It's amazing watching this Giants team. I love that we are proving all of the doubters, all of the naysayers. People try to call us crazy when us Giants fans said that we could contend in this division this year. This is what I said before the year, and it's just amazing seeing what this Giants team is doing. Let's see, Estrada is very valuable, being he plays different positions. Most definitely, I've been enjoying watching Thairo Estrada play. He's a really fun player to watch and really valuable. His at-bats, and he's got power. So you love to see that. Travis, can you remember another Giants team with so much depth? Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is in my opinion, I have to say, is without a doubt probably the most depth that I've ever seen on a Giants team. And it's just incredible. We've been battling injuries, and yet still we have been playing amazing baseball. We are still the best team in all of baseball. But let's go. The A's helped us out big time. Thank you, A's, for beating the Padres today. Giants with the amazing victory. Welcome in AM Echo Sky to the postgame. Hey, Travis, Giants have bounced back to beat the Diamondbacks. Go Giants. what a win tonight it was. And we are going to be bringing on a friend of mine to the post game tonight. And so want to give a big welcome to Jesse from Benches Cleared. He's going to be joining us tonight. So welcome to the show, Jesse. How are you doing tonight? And hold on 1 second here. Just bear with us a sec for the internet here. How are you doing tonight, Jesse? We got you. What do you think of that?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. That was what a game that was.
Oh yeah. It looked a little close at the beginning, but it's good to get a lot of distance, especially with the last place team.
Yeah, most definitely. And especially because with the game yesterday, just a really frustrating loss. Of course, we faced Madison Bumgarner for the second time, and 3 starts prior to the game yesterday, Bumgarner had been pitching well, and to be honest, he went out there and he shut us down, unfortunately, and going 7 innings, gave up 1 run. But what were some of your thoughts seeing Bumgarner? Of course, we faced him last year at Oracle Park with no fans. But yeah, what do you think of the game yesterday? And yeah, just amazing to get this win tonight because, that game yesterday, that was a tough one, of course.
Yeah, it's always weird seeing him in a different uniform. I don't care how long it's been. I know it's been, a year, but it's still so weird seeing another uniform. But if there's one dude that you want to succeed, wherever he goes, it's that guy. So unfortunately it was against us, so that kind of sucks. But it's good to see him doing good, turning a corner. I really hope he fulfills that contract and continues to do good. But you can't win every game against the Diamondbacks. I think they were I think the first loss they had against the Diamondbacks was last series when they lost 1 out of 3. And hopefully they can, just lose 1 out of this 4-game series and it'll be good. It's just a little, you can't go 19-0 against teams. So some losses are bound to happen. I'm glad if we're going to get a loss to do it against Bumgarner.
You definitely, you well said there because, definitely if you're going to lose a game against the Diamondbacks, have it be the game against Bumgarner. And I'm with you. I like to love to see him do well just when it's not against us. And, always love to see him, was hoping he would get more opportunities to pitch in the postseason. As we know, he's, definitely proven to be arguably the best postseason pitcher in all of baseball history with, the milestones. Obviously the memorable 2014 World Series. And I'm with you, it just feels so weird to see him in another uniform. I still haven't quite, I think, adjusted to seeing him in that Diamondback uniform. And it just still feels weird. It definitely feels weird to me. And, I'm with you, he was a Giant for 11 years and, never going to forget all the memories. And, hopefully he does somehow maybe end up back with us at the end of his contract. That'd be awesome. Let's get to some more comments here. Well, the experts, let's see. Quick 49ers thought here. Predicted to go 3-13, and they went all the way to the Super Bowl. Oh yeah, remember that big season. And definitely with the Giants, it definitely feels similar because again, the experts I think predicted somewhere around 72 or 73 wins for this Giants team. And look at us. We just won our 6th game tonight. And yeah, we are, this is incredible. This is a World Series contending team. We have got what it takes to go all the way. What do you think about the big trade? Of course, Kris Bryant, Jesse, what were your thoughts, when it happened? How crazy did you react? And yeah, just awesome.
We've talked about Kris Bryant on the podcast before a lot, and it was always kind of like a pipe dream type thing because I was like, they don't really need a huge bat. I mean, they have the most home runs in baseball. Obviously, everyone can use someone like a Kris Bryant in their lineup, but it was like there's one position player that's out there that I would love to get. It would be Kris Bryant, but I don't see it happening. They probably need more pitching. So for them to get, that type of bat in the lineup every day is just huge, man. I mean, seeing him in that lineup every day is exciting. All of his at-bats are exciting. And, just him at the top of that lineup just looks so damn good.
Dude, it's just been amazing. It's been incredible. And, when you go through that lineup with Yaz, with Bryant in there, with Posey, with Crawford, and when Longoria comes back, I mean, this lineup 1 through 9, there is no weak link in this lineup. And, it's just been amazing to see them do what they're doing, hitting the most home runs in baseball. And, over the last month and a half to 2 months, they've been crushing it, stringing together a ton of hits, having a lot of crooked number innings. It's been incredible. Let's get to some more comments. How is everyone doing tonight as the Giants win over the Diamondbacks 7-1? Discofani will miss a start due to a tired arm. We need him down the stretch. Oh my gosh. That's I was not aware of that. Discofani, he's been amazing. So hopefully it's just one start thing. But we most definitely absolutely are going to need him down the stretch. He's been incredible this year. Looks like Kevin Gausman has returned to his dominant self. Most definitely seeing his splitter command tonight. He was on top of his game, struck out 8 tonight. What do you think of Gausman's outing overall today?
He looked good. I mean, up until that last inning, he was looking like he was going to finish the game. I mean, he was throwing maybe like 10, 12 pitches an inning. So it looked like he was just going to cruise through this thing. And it was just, I don't want to say vintage Gausman, because just, he's having a little bit of a hiccup. I mean, I feel like he started to come out of it last start as well with all the strikeouts, but then the first inning kind of got to him a bit. So, but just to see his dominance, I know it's a little bit of a last place team, you could say, but at the same time, it's just good to see him this dominance. Just going to build his confidence to whoever he has next. I think he's going to skip this Milwaukee start, so I'm not sure who we play after Milwaukee, but yeah, really excited to see what he does next time. But he looked very dominant. I think it was 8 strikeouts tonight. Something like that.
Yeah, 8 strikeouts. Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, really good to see. Like I said, like the pitch count, the amount of strikeouts, and to have that pitch count, that means his command was there. So, yeah, it's good to see. Hopefully, his mechanics get back to how they were, and just have him dominate the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. And what a time right now. I mean, if he can get back to being the Gausman we've seen all year, this is the time to do it. As we're getting into August, September, and then it's going to be October. It's going to be here fast. It's going to be here before we know it. And yeah, we cannot wait. Enjoying taking it one game at a time. Let's see. Dodgers just signed Cole Hamels. They should worry more about scoring than pitching. Yeah, Dodgers, they're trying to do whatever they can to compete with the Giants. And, in my opinion, I believe we are the team to beat, and I believe we are winning the division. And, Cole Hamels, I mean, he's a great pitcher, and we'll see what he can do with them there. It's going to be a heck of a ride down the stretch between the Giants and Dodgers. The NL West division is so amazing to watch. The talent, I mean, these games that are being these teams, it's like postseason baseball. It's just incredible to watch, and it's just been awesome this year. Giants having an amazing season. Kabler is doing a great job managing the Giants. Without a doubt, he will be manager of the year. Most definitely, absolutely. Gabe Kabler, it's just an incredible, the amazing job he has done. He is a great communicator. Will let his players know when they're going to be starting, when they can, they know what their roles are. And I think that's really key. When players know what their job is, go in there, do what they got to do. And, you're seeing Gabe Kabler be able to get the most talent, the most out of each player. And, it's just incredible. The competition in the lineup, everyone is, they know the deal. Everyone knows that, you got to be hitting, you got to be producing if you want to be getting starts and getting at bats. Because right now everyone's hitting on the bench, the starters. We've been having an amazing season. And yeah, what have been your thoughts overall, Jesse? Just collectively throughout the season, just seeing the way this rotation and bullpen, especially of late, the bullpen's pitching incredible, and yeah, the lineup just absolutely killing it this year.
I mean, I think from before I heard your take, I thought I had the most optimistic take. Everyone was saying the Giants are going to be terrible, and I was like, maybe they can compete for that third wild card spot. And I know when we talked, you were saying that they were going to have 94 wins, and I was like, oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So they're on pace for 100 wins. So I mean, you had the most optimistic take I've heard. So If I were you, I'd be soaking it up, living it up, because they're surpassing even that. It's insane. I mean, I think the strongest part of this team, you can look to the starting pitching, or you can look to, how guys are starting to produce, but at the same time, it has to be the depth, right? Because they've been hit by the injuries just as bad as the Padres, just as bad as the Dodgers. And they're still just turning out guys who are producing. I mean, Tyro Estrada coming up and killing it. Lamont Wade, who we got for, someone that was going to get DFA'd, is killing it. All these guys that are coming up from AAA are just producing and filling in their roles, whether it be a platoon role or, fighting for something more. So I think the depth is the story of this team, and gosh, it just doesn't look like it's coming down. Everyone kept saying, oh, easy schedule for the first month. Oh, they're going to wait till they get to June. Oh my gosh, they have a tough schedule in July. See what happens in July. And now it's a story with August, and, it's only 4 days in, but we're still gaining instead of losing ground.
Absolutely. It's been incredible. And, I couldn't be happier, because especially, before the year, and look, I have the video still. So if you want to check out the video, I put it out right before the season started. My win-loss record predictions, what I believed was going to happen this season. So absolutely go find that video, check it out. It's incredible. And, I remember Dodger fans, Padre fans, they called me crazy when I was saying that we were going to contend this year in this division. And, when I said we were going to be contending for a wild card. And so, I couldn't be happier. And, I watching this team play last year, they played so well, and, they got within one game of making the playoffs. And, this year they've taken that next leap forward. The lineup's hitting, getting back to the way they were hitting last year. Hitting so well, the starting rotation and bullpen, it just is, incredible. And it's, like you said, the injuries, everyone's been hit by the injury bug, Giants, Dodgers, Padres, and the depth, absolutely. That's been the story, because, every single guy that's, getting playing time, they're stepping in, they're producing, and it's just incredible. Whoever we're penciling in the lineup, these guys are hitting, and like today, La Stella first came back, he's doing damage, gets on base 4 times, 2 hits, and I believe Giants did have to make a tough move. I think we did have to DFA Connor Menez to make room for La Stella. So hopefully, that Connor Menez somehow can end up back with the Giants. But definitely figure someone out there is going to probably up. I liked Connor Menez. Definitely was excited to continue to see him develop. But what do you think about potentially losing Connor Menez if that is the case?
It seems like Farhan just knows how to sneak these guys through waivers. I mean, we kept Mike Talkman, kept Braden Bishop. There's a bunch of guys that he picks up and puts on the 40-man, and then 2 days later he DFAs them, and somehow they're in our AAA system. So I think everyone needs pitching at this time, and especially, Menez's strikeout numbers are very high. He's not really profiled as a legit starter, but he can be profiled as a very valuable mid-relief guy who can give you multiple innings and give you a lot of strikeouts. So I don't see him staying if I were to put my money on it, but I really hope he does. Big fan of him, that lefty, nice breaking stuff. So, huge fan of him. Hope he stays. But if I had to put my money on it, I'd say that he's gone.
Yeah, I think definitely. I mean, unfortunately, if we had to say, I think someone will pick him up, but hopefully, somehow he can end up back with us. Shardell, welcome to the post game. He says, "What's up, Jesse?
What's going on?"
Let's see. Tyler says, "I had Giants 82 and 80." Yeah, I think before the year, I mean, a lot had to go right with this Giants team. But when we didn't know how the starting rotation, was going to look like before the year had started. And so, it's amazing seeing what the Giants are doing and, just blowing past all of our expectations. And, it's been amazing, and they're continuing to play incredible baseball. Chemistry. When Dickerson hit the grand slam, Yaz came up, gave him a big hug. They might not dance around like kids, but they are a tight group. Most definitely, this is one of the closest group of Giants team that I can remember. Just their love for each other, playing for each other, and everyone out there is playing for the team to get wins, and everyone's doing the best that they can. And yeah, it's amazing, the chemistry on this team, and then the talent. It just feels like we got absolutely the best winning formula going right now this year. And, it's no wonder that we are the best team in baseball right now, and just continuing to play incredible. Who do you think gets sent down when Bell and Longoria return? That's a great question. You want to possibly try to tackle that one, Jesse?
The rumor was, because Dixon does have an option left, that they were going to exercise this option because he was struggling a bit. But after these last couple games, I think it's going to be kind of hard to use his option. Man, it's going to be really hard, because the guy that could be optioned down, with no repercussions, would just have to be either Estrada. Yeah, I guess that's it. I can't think of. It sucks because he's doing so well, but if you want to keep all these guys and you want to bring up Longo and Belt, it would have to be someone like Estrada, and gosh, I don't even know who the second one would be, because who are you going to put down? Wade. And I guess one way would be to go Duggar, but at the same time, even when he's not producing with the bat, his defense is so good. I don't know. Yes, there's other guys who can play center, and I understand that, but his center field defense is so elite. You want to keep that in, especially late in games. So I'm really glad that I am not Farhan Zaidi and I have to make these decisions, but I would have to go, guys who can get moved down without losing them. And unfortunately, that would be Estrada. And yeah, I'm just going to give you one, because that's all I can give you. I would just say maybe Estrada.
Yeah, it's really tough, and I agree with you. Right now, Farhan Zaidi and this GM Scott Harris and this Giants front office having to make this decision. Yeah, glad we're not having to make it right now, because it's a really tough one to make, a fun one, definitely. So it would be fun to be in that position to make this decision, what to do. But yeah, I think I agree with you on Estrada. I think unfortunately, yeah, he's hitting so well, but yeah, when Bell and Longoria come back, we're gonna have to be sending down guys that we still will be able to hold on to. We don't want to, of course, have to lose anyone or have to DFA or lose someone to waivers, those kind of things. So yeah, it's going to be tough to see what ends up happening and who gets sent down. But I think Estrada, and I'm not sure if Lamont Wade has options. I think he might. Okay, so maybe Lamont Wade would, because yeah, I think Duggar, I feel like you have got to keep him on the roster, because like you said, his defense is so valuable, and late in a game you're going to want to have that ability to rely, or to put Duggar in there in a one-run ball game where you want your best defense out there, especially come playoff time. Giants are going to be putting their best defense in there, holding those leads, and so it's going to be interesting to see what ends up happening. And I think Dubon, he's been tearing it up in AAA. So can't wait until the rosters expand. I can't remember. I know the rules kind of been, they've been changing a lot, but I think how much do the rosters expand? I know it's not the 40-man roster. I think it's just 28. 20. That's right. It was 28, because I think it is currently 26 right now. So it's going to be, being able to add a couple guys there. That's going to be huge. And so we'll see what ends up happening. It's so hard to contemplate. It makes me sad to think about it. Yeah, it's a good problem to have when you have these kind of problems that the Giants have. So many guys playing so well, like Aaron Sanchez. He would be right back in the rotation. But yeah, with all the guys pitching so well, Aaron Sanchez goes to the bullpen, and you saw how valuable. Yeah, yesterday he was huge. He saved the bullpen. going 3 innings yesterday. So, wherever we're moving these guys, they're producing, and you just love their mentality. It's why this team is, playing so incredible and so lights out. Slater has struck out a lot, and Lamont Wade Jr. has played very well to stay on the club. Yeah, Slater
has options, I believe. So
Slater,
maybe Slater goes down, which hurts.
Yeah,
I think
that's
Slater, my guy. I love that dude.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Go on.
No, I'm just Slater's my dude, so that would hurt so bad if he went down. But at the same time, Duggar's my guy too. So if I had to choose between the two right now, I'd probably pick Duggar over Slater. So.
Yeah, I agree with you. It kills me to say that because I met Austin Slater at FanFest, and yeah, he's an awesome dude. And when I asked him, I said, "What advice would you have for college baseball tryouts?" And he told me, "Work on your long toss." And so that really sticks in my mind. Back in 2019 at FanFest. And I think that's valuable knowledge because, at the game of baseball, you see Slater's arm. He has, I think, the best arm on this Giants team in the outfield. And, he makes those accurate throws. And, he puts in all the work doing that. So I think, right now I would have to say Duggar, he would stay and Slater would get sent down. Because, Slater right now has kind of been struggling a bit. But we know when he gets hot, I mean, he gets into these hot streaks, and he can just play very well for an extended period of time. We'll see what ends up happening, but I think when Bell and Longoria are back, tough decisions to make, but there will be fun decisions to make. We shall keep Duggar, Gausman, Dickerson, Jackson, and Webb, all all those very well. And so we are going to be getting to our picks of the game. So love to hear who you're taking in the comment section for your pick of the game. Appreciate that, everyone. And we are going to start with Jesse today. Who do you got as your pick of the game for tonight?
I'm going to go actually to Donnie Barrels. He's got that huge home run and then hit that, the 2 RBI single that was enough to win the game. Those first 3 RBIs, which seems so distant now because it ended up being 7-1 with the big, Dickerson home run. But Donnie Barrels is probably going to get a little lost in the shuffle talking about this game. So he was extremely important. So technically he won the game by himself if it comes to RBIs. So Donnie Barrels, my guy.
I love it. Fantastic pick. And I'm with you. Those 3 runs early, it seemed like those were going to be the runs that, got us this win. And it seemed like a distant memory because, that big 4-run 6th or 7th inning it was. And 4-run 7th. So Donnie Barrels, what a game, crushing his 5th home run of the year and then gets a big 2-run single. And he has been crushing the base. So he is back to being the Donnie Barrels we know and love out there, smacking line drive after line drive. Just incredible. Fantastic pick. Let's see, Chris Bryant can play the outfield, which is extremely valuable. Absolutely. Chris Bryant, I mean, you love his mentality. He can play all over the infield. He can play third base, first base. He can play all over in the outfield. He's extremely athletic. And he is extremely hard worker. He put in a lot of hard work to be able to, play all of those positions and, not just be able to play them, but play them very well. You can have confidence wherever Chris Bryant, wherever you put him out there. And when Longoria is back at third and Bell at first, I think we will see Bryant primarily move to being the everyday left fielder. And being able to play all over the outfield. So that's going to be awesome to watch. Tyler taking Kevin Gausman. Fantastic pick. Kevin Gausman, he had his splitter back today. Love to see Gausman back with the splitter. 8 strikeouts. He was pitching so well, going 6 strong innings. A fantastic outing for Kevin Gausman. And let's hope that Gausman has got his mechanics back. So he's going to be ready to go to finish out the season strong as we get closer to the playoffs. And we are getting closer to achieving our goal. So let's keep playing amazing baseball. Travis, we played the Dodgers 3 games in September. But why must we play 10 games against the Padres in September? Yeah, it's interesting how the schedule, the schedule always kind of, you never know what to expect. And those are going to be a lot of dogfights, a lot of fun games coming up. Welcome in, Jordan, to the post game. How are you doing today? Great game today. Most definitely, it was an incredible win. Giants get the big win, 7-1. And for my pick of the game, I got to take Tommy La Stella. So many guys we can shout out tonight. So many guys played well, but I'm going to take Tommy La Stella. Tommy La Stella and making an exclamation mark statement game. Gets on base 4 times. Has 2 hits in the game. Tommy La Stella was an on-base machine, so love to have Tommy La Stella back. And he's so valuable out there, so that's huge to get him back here. Welcome in, Kev Brado, to the post game. How are you doing tonight? Once Longo and Belt come back, who's being sent down? That's a great question. And definitely rewind a bit because we went in depth talking about it's going to be a tough one. I think definitely the guys that have some options left, like Tyro Strada, unfortunately, we would, he's hitting so well, but, we're going to probably want to send down guys that do have options still remaining, guys that we can still hold on to. It's going to be a really tough decisions to make. Welcome in, William Henry, to the post game. How are you doing tonight? How's everyone doing tonight as the Giants get the big win, big bounce back win, 7-1. So thank you so much, everyone, checking into the show. And before we wrap up the show, any last thoughts before we wrap up here tonight, Jesse?
No, man. I mean, it's just a good win. Really hope that we can get 3 out of 4 tomorrow and take this momentum going into Milwaukee series because they are just on a roll right now. So that one might be a little tough, but we've won like the last couple series. So if we were to drop something like that, it's not a big deal, but would still love to get, take it to those guys a little bit.
Yeah, I'm with you. I love it. And let's get this series victory tomorrow. And that's going to be an epic weekend series against the Brewers. I think they got 64 wins. So they're playing incredible baseball. They made some additions at the deadline. And I agree with you. Of course, we expect to go in there and win that series. But if we don't, it's not going to be the end of the world. And so, we just got to, go in there, do what we're doing best and taking it game by game, one game at a time and at bat by at bat. So we got this. Do you think Kepler refuses for Posey to face Bumgarner? I want that day to happen. I want to see that too. I'm with you, Kev Brado. I would love to see that. And, I'm not sure what went into the decision making as to why Posey wasn't in the lineup against Bumgarner. Because I feel like even if it was Posey scheduled day off, I still would have loved to seen Posey face Bumgarner. But hopefully we get to see it next time, maybe at Oracle Park. So that would be amazing. Let's see. Brewers are brutal this season. They're a dangerously good team and contenders for the World Series as well. Yes, they are. And, when I think last year, they looked like they were way overmatched when they played the Dodgers in the playoffs. And so Brewers have definitely made that next jump this year. So that's going to be an epic series over the weekend. Welcome in, Jenny Vega, to the post game. How are you doing tonight? What starters do the Brewers have lined up against the Giants? Welcome, Romo, 2001 to the post game. Yeah, I actually don't know off the top of my head. I'll have to check that out. But I think we're going to have a lot of epic pitching matchups over the weekend. Yeah, Kevin Gausman next start in San Francisco versus the Diamondbacks. That is going to be awesome. Thank you for the update there, Tyler. Let's see, White Sox, good too. Yeah, the White Sox are really good as well, and they make the big trade to get Craig Kimbrell there, and they also still got Liam Hendricks, so their back end of the bullpen is lights out. So thank you again so much, everyone. We are going to be wrapping up the show, and want to give a big shout out. Thank you, Jesse, coming on to the channel today. Be sure to go subscribe to his channel. Benches Cleared. I will leave a link to his channel in the description.
Thank you.
Down below. So thank you again, Jesse. Appreciate you. And let's make some noise, everyone, for the YouTube algorithm. Let's smash up that thumbs up button for the big Giants win today. This helps out the channel big time, so really appreciate that. And this lets YouTube know that this video is relevant, so then YouTube knows to recommend this video to as many San Francisco Giants fans. All of you Giants fans, we are the best fans in all of baseball. So appreciate all of you so much. Appreciate all the baseball fans. Thank you again, everyone. Hope you all have a great rest of your night. Giants get the big win. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. Love you all. Stay blessed.